Hey folks, today we're going to make a breakfast burrito that is just absolutely delicious. It is so simple and it is inspired by the leftovers in my refrigerator. That's right, last night we made these incredible birria tacos and we're using some of the leftovers, the avocado, the cheese, a few other things to make these breakfast burritos, and they're absolutely incredible. Here's the ingredients you're going to need: some onions, peppers, cilantro, some cheese and avocado, sausage, and some tortillas. Pretty basic here. First thing we want to do is put a little cooking oil in our pan and get that nice and hot. Spread it around, and I like to throw in a couple of onions just to see if it sizzles. And when those start to sizzle, we'll throw in everything else. Before starting this channel, I never realized how much our day-to-day cooking in my household is influenced by Mexican and Hispanic dishes. I know this is not authentic, but Tex-Mex, I guess you would call it. I like to saute my bell peppers first. They seem to take a little bit longer, so I throw them in before the onions. And after a few minutes, just go ahead and throw in your onions. We're not cooking a big dish here, so you only need maybe a half bell pepper, if that much, quarter of an onion. You know, it's not about perfect measurements. This is just utilizing what we have left. Next, throw in about a quarter to a half pound of breakfast sausage, whatever your preference is. You should be cooking on medium-high heat. On my stove, it's a 1 through 10, and this is cooking on, I think, a 7. So as it cooks, just to continue to break up the sausage. As the raw sausage cooks, it gets a lot easier to break up. In the meantime, let's go ahead and grate some cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar because that's what I had on hand. You can use whatever you have on hand. This is making use of what's left over, and I like cheddar. It works well. My family likes it. Grates easy, so that's what we're using. And we're probably using about 4 ounces. Next, we're going to slice our avocado. Notice that the method here, you can slice the avocado down the middle like that, running your knife down the pit. And then take your knife, give it a little chop, twist it, and then using your thumb and index finger, just pressure it out, and you're virtually impossible to cut your fingers doing it this way. Next, we're going to use a large spoon to scoop out the avocado. You need a fairly ripe avocado to do this, which, they go from raw and rock hard, or not ripe, rock hard, to squishy in about 36 hours. So, good luck picking the right one. It's kind of difficult, I think. But one that's kind of firm. But, not firm, but a little firm, but kind of squishy to the touch. Good luck with all that. So this is a very impressive way to chop our avocados, slice it up, and just run our blade through it. Really nothing fancy here. We're just going to put it in a burrito. And well, that little piece, I just ate it. Next, go ahead and remove your sausage, bell pepper, and onion fillings. Put that in a bowl, set aside, and clean your pan. We're going to use that filling to fill or make our burritos here. So, the important thing about making burritos is to not overfill the tortilla. If you want a bigger burrito, get a bigger tortilla. So nothing complicated here, just throw all your ingredients in. Now notice how we roll a burrito. Just shake everything to the middle, then fold in your sides, roll over your back and just tuck it in, and give it a little bit of pressure and fold your sides in left and right, then just roll it over. It's really not complicated if you do those steps. Now we put our pan back on medium high. Still has a little left over cooking oil from before, so we're just going to add a little bit more, maybe a tablespoon or so, and let that spread out. This is going to help brown our flour tortilla. I like to put the burritos in with the opening side down and just rub it around so you get a good coat of the cooking oil. And we're going to let these brown. It's going to take maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Be patient with this. You don't want to have the eye too hot. Now, I don't know if this is cheating, but I like to use some cooking spray to spray on the top so when we flip them over, it already has a good coating of cooking oil on them, and it's going to go ahead and start searing anyway. I think that's not seared quite enough, but we can always flip it back over. So give those another 2 or 3 minutes and check it. Again, don't have your eye too hot on this because you can burn them pretty quickly. These need a little bit better sear on the other side, so we're just going to flip those over. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, that golden brown delicious that you see there. Now here's the best part. We get to plate it up and eat it. This has been a great example of cooking with what you have to work with. So knowing the flavors that blend well together, you can usually put together something good just straight out of the fridge with leftovers or what you have on hand. I always stock sausage, I always stock cheese. I had the leftover onions, bell pepper, and avocado. And this turned out to be an absolutely amazing breakfast burrito. Hope you guys will try it.